Good morning, X-Fam. Hope everybody's doing well. Sin here, founder of Puffsterz, CEO of the smoke shops in Florida, Puffsterz Smoke Shop, Puffsterz Cigar Lounge, and we have an apparel online store as well that we sell all our apparels. As you see, this is one of my baby blue hoodies that I'm wearing right now, one of my gray with the puffed out embroidery that's in baby blue thread, Carolina, they call it Carolina blue. So today I'm jumping on here to show you guys a couple of things. One of them I've been asked a lot about is how to apply this puffed on the fabric. So I'm going to show you that today. And just to give you a little quick information about this puff, this is a little bit different than your normal vinyl cutout, which comes from the Cricut machine. So that's why we use a different material, and this is a better longevity pretty much. So so I'm going to show you today how to apply it and how it looks like afterwards, which I love the new look of it. It looks like the embossed look. So first thing I do is I pretty much iron out all the kinks from the t-shirt to get a nice little press going, a quick press just to get that nice flat surface on the t-shirt. And once I do that, I pretty much measure where I want the design to be. I typically like the design to be centered right there in the chest, and depending on how thick the design is, also is where you want to start from that area you see right now. So now you iron the shirt, looks nice and neat, and we are going to do it on baby blue because the theme is baby blue this week. So here's the shirt. Let me show you how it looks like. This is your print. Now it comes cut out straight, so it's pretty much, you don't have to worry about the leveling part of it. And this is typically what I use. I use one of those rulers. This is one of the best ones that I found. It's very thick, not like flimsy like the other stuff that you see on for sale, things like that. So we always center the t-shirt, and then I go down about an inch because I like it to be, like I said, in my chest. So that's about an inch down right here. It's an inch from the bottom collar is where I go. So I like 5 inches pretty much down, and that's where I start. If it's a thin design like this one, I'll start at 5 inches down. If it's more of like a square or rectangular design, I start it from 4 inches, and then it will give you a nice middle centered look. So that's what I do. I go like this, I center the design. Once I center it, I make sure everything is centered. I make sure everything is leveled. Like I said, the design is already centered, so you don't have to worry about that part. So I just, like I said, I center the S because that's going to be my center of the design. And as you see here, where it says the 4s, that's pretty much right in the middle. Right there. So that's right there is my center. Once I do that, heat press tape, put it on there so the design is nice and sturdy. And then we do another look, make sure the design is centered again. And then once I make sure everything's centered, everything's straight, then I remove this ruler and I put one more tape up here just for a nicer, sturdier look. All right, once you got the tape down and you have your nice sturdy tape on there, you can go ahead and start with the press. Now the heat setting is a little bit different on this. It's not like your average DTF press, which is about 315 for about 15 seconds normally is what we use for regular prints. Now for this one, you're going to be applying 350 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit. And once we get to that temperature, the machine will let us know. And also your time needs to be at 7 seconds, because this is not gonna be, this is more of a quick peel. So it's not gonna be like you let it cool down, then you peel. No, once this thing gets out of the oven, pretty much you are gonna peel right away. And that's what's gonna give you a nice puff look. So I want you guys to pay attention to how it's gonna look once it happens. It's just building up the temperature right now. And like I said, it's just amazing how it looks like once it's finished. So you guys will get to see that in 4K, baby. So yeah, so once, like I said, once you get everything set up, get your shirt ready, make sure all the design's straight, nice and neat, and you know, once it goes down on the t-shirt, it will look really nice. Super impressive, honestly, super impressive. And especially like it's not, you know, your typical vinyl that you know, pretty much cut from that, you know, the Cricut machine, or one of those like vinyl cutter machines. So it's a little bit different, which I like. And for longevity, it's really good. So they recommend that you also wash it inside out, whatever you put it on, the t-shirt or a hoodie or whatever. Just like pretty much everything else. Wash it inside out, cold water. And also what I do is I wash all t-shirts together. I don't put jeans in there, I don't put socks in there, I don't put any of that. They're 100% cotton, they need to be washed together, and this way they stay fresh and nothing rubs also on that puff. You know, that's what you want to prevent, is something sharp rubbing on that puff and getting it torn out, because then the day it's like foam style, you know. Anyways, we're at their temperature now, so we are gonna send this in. And it's 7 seconds, so it's gonna be quick. So get to watch it and enjoy this experience. So you're gonna take it out, and as soon as you take it out, we are gonna be peeling right away. Look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. Look at that. Look at that puff. Super nice and clean. Look at that. So yep, that is what 3D puff is. It's pretty much you know, the material that goes on the clothes, and then once it heats up, it will puff out, and then it will give you that embossed look. The only thing is, with this type of material, you can only do it pretty much in one color. So you cannot use black with green and, you know, whatever. So it has to be puffed with one color only. So whether you're doing black only, gold, white, whatever the color is or the design is, it has to be only puffed in one color. So make sure that you have that in mind as well, if you want to go that route. If you need help with anything, give us a call or let us know, and then we can pretty much guide you on how to do things. And if you want to buy anything, just hit me up and let me know, and we can pretty much get you set up. So anyways, love you all. Happy Monday, happy beginning of the grind, happy beginning of the week, and let's fucking go, baby.